How's everybody doing today? Rocky Romano. How's everybody? Today I want to talk to you about codependency. By the way, before we get started, I am the author of this book, Rock Bottom, The Heroin Addict Next Door. It's a pretty crisp read. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback. This book has gone into churches, jails, and we've been getting a lot of positive feedback. And my wife and I, when I started writing this book, where our whole mission was if we could help one person, this book will have served its purpose. And I thank God for that. We want to talk a little bit about codependency today, what it is, and if you are a parent, if you are a relative of an addict, aunt, uncle, anybody, and you have an addict living under your household, under your roof, I just want to give you a little bit of insight on codependency and what the parameters should look like. Anybody that's struggling with drugs or alcohol that's living under your roof or that you're helping, you need to outline a game plan. In other words, you have to have some drug testing kits. If you're going to live in this house, you got to be clean and sober. You got to be going to meetings. You got to have a job. You got to be serving in the community, whatever that looks like. But there's got to be a forward progress. They have to be moving the ball down the field. And just like in a football game, if they don't do what they're supposed to be doing, then there's going to be a penalty. And those are called consequences for your behavior. And that has to be outlined, and there has to be no guessing what those rules look like. The other side of that coin is that you have somebody living with you, and they're telling you they're going to do better, and they keep going out and they're getting high, and you're letting them use a bedroom and shower at your house, and they're asking you for money because they're real good at that. And so you give them $5 here, $10 there. They're going out at night. You know they're getting high. They don't have a job. They're sleeping in. These people are very crafty. They're very cunning. They have a million ways of getting money, not only from you, but other people to facilitate, to feed their habit. And so they are using you to run their game, to do what they're doing, and that's what addicts do. So as a relative of an addict, you're torn. You're thinking, well, if I kick Johnny out of the house, then he's going to become homeless, and then he might starve to death, and he might end up dying on the streets. Well, the truth of the matter is, if you let little Johnny stay at your house and do his dirt, you are actually helping kill him faster than letting him hit rock bottom. And bottoms are different for everybody. I was an executive for a company. I had to fall a long way until I just about became homeless about a decade ago. So, you know, a person has to suffer the consequences of their choices and their behavior. And so I would encourage those that are dealing with this issue with an addict right now is to outline the parameters. Make sure you are clear on what the rules are. If those rules are broken, there's got to be a penalty or consequences for that type of behavior. If they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, then God bless them. Then encourage them and help them progress in their recovery and participate in that. This is a lifelong journey, and trust me, it's rewarding to help other people. And eventually, they will go out into the community, attend meetings, go to church, get involved, and pass that message along. But I will tell you, if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, get them in a recovery program. Have an intervention, kick them out of the house, because truth be told, if you're letting them live under your roof, you are just doing them more harm than good. I just wanted to touch on that a little bit today about codependency. I see it all the time. I recently spoke at a Nar-Anon meeting, and it was family members of addicts that filled the room, and we had a Q&A afterwards, and recently had one of the ladies that was there, moms, her son just got out of jail and attended one of our black and blue meetings, which we do on Monday and Wednesday nights, which is the Bible and the Big Book of AA. So we use both books, and it's kind of an open forum recovery. We've got everybody in these rooms, from associate senior pastors of mega churches to guys that were homeless at one point in time, and it's been a real blessing. So I hope that covers it, and if you have any questions, you can shoot me an email at RockyRRE@gmail.com. I'll try to do the best I can to answer your questions. And the next video we're going to talk a little bit about pharmaceutical drugs as opposed to illegal drugs, and get into that a little bit. It'll be a little bit longer video, but I'm going to give some statistics, some numbers on the guys in the white coats versus the guys in the dark coats, the sinister illegal drug dealers. So hopefully that'll shed some light on really what's going on in the drug industry, the pharmaceutical, legal and illegal, and how it's impacting our society today. Please pick up a copy of our book. Again, thanks for viewing. If you can subscribe, that'd be super cool. And I wish I had all the fancy gear and materials and backdrops, and maybe one day I'll have a little fancy studio or something where I can do these videos. But thanks for tuning in, and share this video with somebody that has a family member that's an addict, and hopefully this will help. God bless you, and remember, when you hit rock bottom, there's only one way to go, and that's up.